So this is day 4 project. I made a class Selenium sample. In this class, I will include the Selenium jar files. These ones, and do not forget to add these two jars as well. Fine, and I can write the code. I can write like this, that is interface name equals to new class which is implementing the interface, right? And then I can write driver dot get to the URL, say any URL gmail.com. Now suppose after going to the URL you have to interact with the web page. You have to click on a link, you have to extract the text, you have to write in the input box, right? So you have to interact with the web page. How do you do that? Okay, now Selenium as a tool always works on the page source of yeah. So if I go to let me clear the history of my browser 1 minute. If I go to Gmail, anyway Srinivas, I am recording the session. If you are not able to attend it, you can see the recorded session as well. Right? Yeah. So how do I recognize the elements on this page? How do I click on a button? Selenium as a tool works on the page source, right? This is the page source. This is the HTML page source. Okay. In HTML language, there are something known as tag names. These are tag names. Whatever starts with the conical bracket is known as a tag. All these are tag names. Right? Now, how do I understand the tag names? Look, the thing is, it's better that you go through a 15 minutes HTML tutorial in your free time. When you are free, just go through 15 minutes of HTML tutorial on the site. This will save a lot of time in Selenium, because Selenium as a tool, it completely works on the page source, on the tags, right? So it's very important to know HTML language. HTML language I will also tell you, right? I'll also tell you about it. We'll go in a very systematic way, right? I'll make a new Excel file known as HTML, right? And hold on, let it open. Now in HTML, what all you have? You have something known as component. What all components you have in the HTML language? You have components like, on a page what all can you have? You can have link, you can have button, you can have input text field, right? You can have checkbox, radio button, then there is a list, right? Drop list from which you select a value, then there are images on the page, there is text, normal text which is there, it's present on the page, right? And look, these are some of the general components which are there on any web page, right? And there are other components as well which are not visible to human eye, right? These components are like web tables, we'll talk about them, frames, okay? Components like these, they are not visible to the human eye, right? Now every component on a web page has a tag name associated with it. What do you mean by tag name? Okay, I'll tell you. If you go to the page source, say I go to the page source of Gmail, then all these are tag names. Fine. If you scroll down, then you see that all these are tag names. Whatever is in the reddish maroon color, this is the tag name. Right? Every tag can have a name and can have a set of attributes associated with it. For example, this is a link. Link has the tag name A, and href is an attribute which points towards the URL which will open when you click on the link. Fine. Similarly, this is a div. It's a tag name, and class is an attribute associated with this tag. Image is the tag name, and source is the attribute. So alt is an attribute associated with the image tag. So source and alt, these are the two attributes associated out here with image tag. So basically every web component has a tag name, right, and set of attributes. Now some of these attributes are mandatory attributes, they will always be there, and some are optional attributes. Hold on, I'll tell you in some time, you will come to know everything. Okay, so how do you find the set of mandatory as well as optional attributes, right? Well, first thing is that you need to know about how to investigate the elements in a web page, right? For example, in Firefox, if you are in Firefox, I would suggest you to install an add-on in Firefox known as Firebug. You just go Google and type Firebug, download, and go to the first link. Make sure that you open it in Mozilla, right? You'll come to know, if you don't know what it is, you'll come to know in some time. You open this link and click on the icon add to Firefox. Some installation will automatically be done in Firefox. Firefox will be restarted, and once it is done, you will get in your Firefox, you will get an icon over here. This is the Firebug icon. When you click on this icon, a window like this will appear. Fine. In this window, you have to click on this arrow sign out here, this arrow sign. Fine. If you click on this arrow sign and then move your mouse on the page, suppose I move my mouse over the username field. So this will give me the HTML code of the username field. Like this highlighted part is the HTML code for username field. The tag name is input and there are various attributes, ID, type, right? So these are all the attributes. Fine. So it's very useful thing that you can simply move your mouse over any element and you can get the you can say the HTML code of that element, right? In Chrome, suppose I am on Chrome and I am on any page, like I am on reddit.com page. How do I investigate this page? Right? In Chrome, it's very easy. There is no need to install any inspector. Right? Suppose I want to investigate this search button. Fine. Then in Chrome, you can right click on the element and there will be an option called inspect element. You select that. This is known as Chrome inspector. It opens up automatically and you get the code of that element. It's the tag name is input and type and value and class are the three attributes associated with the search button. Fine. Similarly, if I have to investigate this link, right click on the link, select invest element, you will get you'll get the link over here. Okay. Another shortcut in Chrome is that you press the key F12. This Chrome inspector will open up automatically. You press the key F12 and Chrome inspector will automatically open up. Fine. Similarly, in IE as well, you just press F12. Get IE inspector which you can use. Right, just open IE8, 12 of keyboard and you will see the IE inspector window coming up which can help you to investigate the page. The best thing is Firebug actually. It is just somewhat similar to the object spy in QTP. You can move your mouse over any element and you will get that element immediately. Right? So now if I go back to my Excel file, right? Let's talk about these components now. On a page there is a link, right? Every link has a tag name. On this page there are links, right? For example, I will investigate this link. Can't access your account. Fine. Always remember, a link will always start with the tag name A. Many of you might be knowing this. Anchor tag. Okay. And the tag name for link is A. Mandatory and optional attributes. In case of link, you have got an attribute called href. This will always be there with the link and it will point towards the URL which will open when you click on the link. Right? So href is the mandatory attribute in case of a link. It will always be there with every link. Fine. In case of a button, for example, this is a sign in button, right? If I investigate this sign in button, then I get this button always has got tag name input. Always remember, the button will always have tag name input, right? And there is an attribute